Welcome back to Power Your Life. Our next guest is an expert on spiritual dating with a system for those looking to find love. Jill Crosby is the founder of the largest exclusive conscious dating network, which is spiritualsingles.com, and she joins us now via Skype. Hello, Jill. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, Joanne.
My pleasure. So let's get right to it. I know that you have this wonderful site because I've checked it out, and it's not just a dating site. It also has some incredible articles and a lot of information for singles. So why did you start it in the first place, Jill?
Well, back in 1998, I was dating on mainstream dating sites, which were all there were back then. And I was dating mainstream guys, and I didn't have much in common with them. And so I searched for a spiritual dating site, thinking that that would be the way for me to meet somebody that I had more in common with. And I didn't find any. So I thought to myself, well, why not start one? And so I did. And it took a while, but now it's rocking.
And it's been in existence for over 14 years, which is great. So what is a conscious single, and what does it mean to have conscious dating? What's that about?
Well, our members tend to make personal growth or spiritual growth a priority in their lives. Generally speaking, they value holistic health, raising the collective consciousness, healing Mother Earth. They tend to be environmentally conscious and oftentimes environmental activists. You'd find them in a yoga class or a group meditation or on a spiritual retreat. And they come from all races, all sexual preferences, and all religions. However, most consider themselves more spiritual than religious per se.
Right. So it's for people who, like you said, people who are more aware of what's going on in their lives. They're looking for personal growth and spiritual growth, and they want someone more like-minded and someone who kind of shares the same values that they do and that understands them. Is that correct?
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
great. So I've also, like I said, I've perused your site, and you have some incredible articles and a few that you've written. And there's an article that you've written on tips for dating. Can you give our audience a tip that you have for more conscious spiritual dating?
Sure, sure. One of the most important ones is to really connect with your inner divinity and to love yourself and be really comfortable in your own skin and love yourself so much that you would like to meet somebody like yourself. And when you start from that perspective, you radiate out this love and confidence and genuine realness that people are attracted to. And that's a really good place to start. I have several tips that would probably take a longer show,
But
but
that's
that's
right.
probably the most important. Yeah.
So that's important. And when people, oftentimes people are told, love yourself first, but it's true in terms of attracting a right partner to have that confidence and who shares your values. So you have some wonderful success stories about people who did meet on your network, and so give us one of the success stories. I love success stories.
Okay, sure. One of my all-time favorites, I would say, and it's actually pretty recent. They emailed me back in just a few months back, and it was this guy named Gary, and he'd been a long-time member on the site. So I love it when long-term members find somebody.
Right.
And he emailed back in February, and he said that he met this woman named Robin, and the part that I like the best about this story is that Robin, what she works with her spiritual guides, and she actually got the message to join spiritualsingles.com. She'd never heard of the site. She told her guides, I'm not looking for a relationship. And her guides insisted, log on to join and register right now. And so she did. And 2 days later, Gary saw her, or even the next day, it was really fast. Gary saw her profile and emailed her, and they started a conversation, started dating, and he, in his email to her, he referenced Gary Hawkins, and she had just driven from California to Tucson the day before and was listening to Gary Hawkins on her drive. And so that, talk about synchronicities, that caught her attention. And then that's where it all started. And a month later, he moved from Los Angeles to
Wow.
Tucson to be with her, and they've been with each other ever since. And that was in 2010 is when they originally started talking. So that was 4 years ago.
And they're still together, right?
Oh yeah, I just got the. It's funny because I just got the success story a few months ago. Sometimes people don't tell me till years later,
Well, they want to
which
make
is fine because
right. They want to make sure that they're still together. So
exactly.
real quickly, you also do spiritual retreats, taking singles to places to swim with the whales and the dolphins. Tell us a little bit about that, really quick, really fast.
Sure. One of my favorite trips is I take people on a 100-foot sailboat to Bimini,
Wow.
and we it's a live aboard boat, so a small group of people go, 12, 14, and we snorkel with dolphins, and they also get to learn to scuba dive if they don't know how already. And we do some really nice dive spots, and it's an eco-friendly boat. It's a sailboat. There's 3 masts, and we sail around Bimini and swim with the dolphins, and they're all wild. The dolphins choose to swim with us. We don't chase them down. I communicate with them and call them in, and it's so fun to live on. We really get to know each other really well, and we've had some loves from created from that, and a lot of lifetime friendships for sure.
So it's love and romance and conscious dating, spiritualsingles.com. Thank you so much, Jill.
Thanks for having me.
And also, just remember, folks, spiritualsingles.com. Thanks again. Summer is just around the corner. And when we come back, we'll showcase you some great skincare and makeup tips that will have you looking fabulous for this season.